Then let's focus on the IT pack. That's been a tad bit disappointing till now. But today we're watching out for Wipro's numbers. Rima joins us now to tell us what exactly we can expect from Wipro in their first quarter. Rima?
Yes, the IT earnings season has not started off on a good note by Infosys as well as TCS. For Wipro, we're working with a dollar revenue growth of about 2 to 2.5%, aided by the full quarter acquisition of the health plan services integration, as well as the currency tailwinds. So the health plan acquisition could contribute about 200 basis points to the company's top line. If you look at the constant currency revenue growth, it should be around that 1.82% mark, which is right in the middle of the company's own guided band of 1 to 3%. The June quarter historically has been quite weak for Wipro. So if you see in the past 2 years, the constant currency growth for Wipro has just been about 0.2 and 0.3% respectively in Q1. Margins are seen down 100 basis points on a quarter-on-quarter basis because there will be a 1-month impact of a wage hike as well as dilution on account of the health plan acquisition as well as increased visa costs. A couple of things to watch. One, of course, is Brexit, but secondly, also on the energy vertical because that contributes about 14% to the company's overall revenues, and it has seen a decline for 6 straight quarters now. Thirdly, we'll also keep our eye out on the deterioration in top clients because in Q4, the top line was down close to about 13.5%. The company in the prior quarter had also outlined its 2020 vision of hitting $15 billion in revenue with EBIT margins of 23%. So any update on that would be keenly watched by the street. If you see the stock performance, it's already corrected about 5% since Infosys and TCS came out with their earnings. Its valuations at 13 times F5 18 PE appear to be a bit reasonable, but Wipro has underperformed the industry for 5 years. So till the street sees some growth triggers, the stock, analysts say, is still going to be an underperformer, even though the valuations appear to be far more attractive than its larger cap peers.
All right, thanks so much, Rima, for that.